Where are you right now? What time is it? Take a deep breath, slowly, gently. Feel the air fill your lungs, then softly release it, letting go of any tension, any worries. Allow your mind to simply drift, unburdened by anything. We are now stepping into a quiet space, a place where the grand questions of the universe don't demand immediate answers, but rather invite contemplation, a gentle curiosity. This isn't a lecture, nor is it a test of knowledge. This is a whisper, an invitation for you to explore the wonders of science, not to memorize them, but for your spirit to find peace, to soar. Imagine yourself lying on a soft, green lawn beneath a sky studded with stars. The air is fresh and cool. The distant chirping of crickets forms a soft, soothing symphony of nature. You feel your body sinking deeper into the earth, every burden dissolving, and as you look up, the stars twinkle like diamonds scattered by an unseen hand, each star a story, a mystery waiting to be unfolded. But today, we won't rush to find the answers to every question. We will simply listen, feel, and allow our minds to wander through grand concepts, immense ideas, without needing to grasp them tightly. Let the day's worries fade like the morning mist. Let the hurried thoughts settle like dust motes in still air. We are here, in this moment, together, exploring the marvels of the cosmos, of time, of space, of existence itself. Please remember, this is not medical advice, nor is it a substitute for therapy. This is simply a journey of the mind, a gentle voyage into the world of big ideas, designed to bring you a sense of calm, relaxation, and perhaps a deep and peaceful sleep. Have you ever wondered about time, not the time on your clock, not the fleeting moments of our daily lives, but time as a grand concept, an unceasing flow that we are intrinsically a part of? Time. Does it have a beginning, or has it always existed, eternal and infinite? This is a question that has haunted humanity since the dawn of conscious thought. We experience time as a relentless progression, moving always forward, from past to present, and into the future. It's a concept so fundamental to our existence that we rarely pause to truly consider its nature. Yet, when we do, a profound sense of wonder, and perhaps a touch of unease, can settle upon us. Consider how time feels different in various moments. When you are deeply immersed in something you love, an hour can feel like mere minutes, slipping through your fingers like fine sand. But when you are waiting, perhaps for something important, or for a difficult moment to pass, minutes can stretch into what feels like an eternity, each second heavy and slow. This personal, subjective experience of time reminds us that our perception is just one facet of its complex reality. Beyond our individual feelings lies the vast, objective flow of cosmic time, that grand river in which all things are carried. In this quiet space, let's allow our thoughts to drift, to explore these deeper currents of time. We won't seek definitive answers, for many of these questions still elude the sharpest scientific minds. Instead, we'll simply appreciate the questions themselves, the beautiful mystery inherent in what we don't yet fully comprehend. Imagine time not as a rigid, ticking clock, but as a shimmering, flowing river. Sometimes it cascades rapidly, sometimes it meanders slowly, but it always flows, and we, like tiny leaves upon its surface, are carried along, experiencing its movement without fully understanding its source or its ultimate destination. Perhaps you feel a gentle current now, a soft pull towards stillness. Allow it to guide you. Feel the weight of your body, supported by the earth or by the bed beneath you. Notice the rhythm of your own breathing, a subtle, constant reminder of the life within you, and the slow, steady beat of your heart. These are your personal clocks, keeping time with the universe in their own unique ways. They are not rushing you, not demanding anything. They are simply being, flowing with you, as you flow with time. We are entering a realm where physics and philosophy intertwine, where the incredibly small meets the unimaginably vast. It's a place where concepts like the Big Bang are not just scientific theories, but poetic narratives of creation, where the vacuum of space isn't empty, but a vibrant tapestry of possibility, where the universe isn't just one, but perhaps an infinite collection of realities, stretching far beyond our comprehension. These are not concepts to wrestle with, to conquer with your intellect. They are ideas to gently hold, to turn over in your mind like smooth, polished stones, feeling their coolness, their weight, their quiet beauty. As your mind begins to quiet, imagine a vast, inky blackness. This is the cosmic canvas upon which all of existence is painted. Within this darkness, there are faint whispers, gentle vibrations. These are the echoes of creation, the subtle hum of fundamental forces at play. You are safe in this imagined darkness, cradled by the immensity of space. There is no urgency here, no need to understand everything all at once. Simply breathe and allow your consciousness to expand, to embrace the vastness. Think of the silence, not just the absence of sound, but a profound, resonant stillness. This is the silence of the cosmos, a silence that holds within it all the potential for sound, for light, for life. It's a silence that invites introspection, a turning inward to the quiet core of your own being. In this stillness, you might find a profound sense of connection, a gentle reminder that you are a part of something far greater than yourself, a tiny, precious spark within an unimaginably grand design. And the journey we embark on together in these chapters is one of gentle discovery. We will touch upon concepts that might seem complex at first glance, but we will simplify them, smooth their edges, and present them in a way that nurtures wonder rather than demands intellectual exertion. We will use metaphors like time as flowing honey, or the universe as a blossoming flower, to make the abstract feel familiar, comforting. You don't need to remember every detail. Simply allow the ideas to wash over you, like gentle waves upon a peaceful shore. We'll explore the very beginning of everything, the moment before time as we know it even existed, if such a moment truly was. We'll peek into the strange, counterintuitive world of quantum mechanics, where particles can be in two places at once, and reality itself seems to shimmer with uncertainty. We'll journey across the vast expanses of space, contemplating the birth and death of stars, the formation of galaxies, and the mysteries of dark matter and dark energy that secretly shape the very fabric of our universe. Each step will be taken slowly, with care, like walking through a soft mist where the path ahead is gently revealed, one step at a time. There will be moments when we touch upon the unknown, though we don't know for sure parts of science, and that's perfectly okay. In fact, it's beautiful. The acceptance of not knowing, of living with uncertainty, is a profound aspect of both scientific discovery and personal peace. It frees us from the need for absolute answers and opens us to the endless possibilities that lie beyond our current understanding. This is a space where, perhaps, maybe, and it could be, are not weaknesses, but invitations to deeper contemplation, to a boundless curiosity that doesn't demand closure. As you listen or read, notice how your breathing continues its soft, rhythmic dance. Each inhale brings in fresh air, new possibility. Each exhale releases, let's go. This is a microcosm of the universe's own breath, expanding and contracting, a cosmic rhythm that resonates within you. You are part of this grand dance, a unique and precious expression of the universe itself, contemplating its own mysteries through your awareness. We will not delve into complex equations or dense technical jargon. Our focus is on the wonder, the poetry, the almost spiritual quality that emerges when we contemplate the vastness and intricacy of existence through a scientific lens. Think of it as stargazing for the mind, where the constellations are not just patterns of light, but patterns of thought, connecting grand ideas in a soothing, meaningful way. Perhaps you feel your eyelids growing heavy, a gentle weight settling upon them. This is the natural response of a mind finding peace, of a body releasing its hold on the day's tensions. Allow this sensation to deepen. You are in a safe place, surrounded by the gentle embrace of curiosity and the vast, silent beauty of the cosmos. The words will continue to flow, a soft stream of ideas, carrying you gently towards a state of profound calm. This is a sanctuary for your mind, a place where you can freely roam without judgment or expectation. You are invited to simply exist, to listen, to feel, and to let go. The wonders of the universe are here, not as a challenge, but as a lullaby, a soft whisper inviting you into a deeper state of rest. So, settle in. Let the sounds around you, if any, fade into the background. Let the thoughts in your mind soften and disperse. We begin our journey now, into the profound and peaceful depths of knowledge, not to conquer it, but to gently bathe in its tranquil light. We began our quiet journey by letting go of the world's immediate demands, settling into a space of gentle curiosity. Now, with your mind softened and open, let's allow ourselves to drift towards one of the most profound scientific concepts, the Big Bang. Perhaps you've heard this phrase many times, a powerful, almost explosive image that suggests a sudden, dramatic beginning. But in our quiet space here, let's explore it not as an explosion in the traditional sense, but as a moment of cosmic awakening, a gentle unfolding from an unimaginably tiny point. Imagine, if you will, everything we know, every star, every galaxy, every planet, every whisper of light and every silent shadow, all condensed into something smaller than the smallest grain of sand you could ever possibly perceive. Smaller, even, than the tip of your most delicate thought. This is the starting point, or rather, the initial state that the Big Bang Theory describes. It wasn't an explosion in space, but rather the very beginning of space itself, and of time, and of energy, and of all the fundamental forces that govern our universe. Try to picture nothingness, not just emptiness, but the absence of anything, no light, no sound, no space, no time. It's a concept that feels almost impossible for our minds to grasp, conditioned as we are to a world of constant presence. But then, in this imagined void, something began, a singularity, a point of infinite density and temperature. This wasn't a static point. It was teeming with immense potential, an energy so vast it is beyond our wildest dreams, and from this point, the universe began to expand. Think of it like a tiny, incredibly dense seed, containing the blueprint for an entire forest. This seed, instead of growing outwards into pre-existing space, created the space as it grew. It wasn't just matter that expanded, it was the very fabric of reality, the space-time itself, that stretched and swelled. Imagine blowing up a balloon. The dots drawn on the surface of the balloon move farther apart as the balloon inflates. But it's not the dots moving through the surface. It's the surface itself expanding, carrying the dots along with it. In a similar way, the universe isn't expanding into something. It is the expansion. This initial expansion happened at an almost unimaginable speed. In the very first fractions of a second, literally less than a trillionth of a trillionth of a trillionth of a second, the universe grew from something infinitely small to something the size of a grapefruit. This period is known as cosmic inflation. It's a theory that helps explain why our universe is so incredibly uniform on large scales, why the cosmic microwave background radiation, which is the afterglow of the Big Bang, is almost perfectly smooth. Without this incredibly rapid inflation, the universe would likely be far more chaotic, lumpy, and perhaps wouldn't even have allowed for the formation of stars and galaxies as we know them. During this inflationary epoch, the universe was incredibly hot and dense, a swirling, energetic soup of fundamental particles and pure energy. There were no stars yet, no galaxies, not even atoms, just the most basic building blocks of reality, flickering in and out of existence, guided by the nascent laws of physics. It's a moment of primordial chaos, yet also of ultimate order, as the universe laid down the foundations for everything that would ever be. As the universe continued to expand, it also cooled. Think of a hot oven. If you open its door, the heat quickly dissipates into the larger room, cooling the air within the oven. Similarly, as the universe expanded, the energy within it spread out, causing the overall temperature to drop. This cooling was crucial. As the temperature fell, the fundamental forces that were once unified began to separate. Gravity, the strong nuclear force, the weak nuclear force, and electromagnetism. These four forces that govern everything from the sway of galaxies to the bonds within atoms emerged from a single, primordial force. It's like watching a single beam of pure light split into all the colors of the rainbow, then at a temperature cool enough, perhaps around 1,000,000,000,000 degrees Celsius. Elementary particles like quarks and leptons formed. These are the particles that make up protons, neutrons, and electrons. Imagine them buzzing around, like countless tiny energetic bees in a vast empty hive that is still expanding. They were too hot to bind together, constantly colliding and scattering in the dense, energetic soup. About a microsecond after the Big Bang, a truly momentous event occurred. Protons and neutrons formed. These are the building blocks of atomic nuclei. Picture them as little packets of energy, now stable enough to exist for longer periods, but still unable to settle down. The universe was still a fiery, opaque fog, filled with these energetic particles and light that couldn't travel freely because it kept scattering off the charged particles. It was like being inside a star, where light is constantly absorbed and re-emitted. There was no clear view, no transparency. For the next few minutes, as the universe continued its inexorable expansion and cooling, something else extraordinary happened: nucleosynthesis. Protons and neutrons, attracted by the strong nuclear force, began to fuse, forming the nuclei of the lightest elements, hydrogen and helium. A tiny amount of lithium also formed. This was the universe's first alchemy, turning pure energy into the very first stable atomic nuclei. Imagine this happening across the entire cosmos, a gentle, silent forging of the elements that would one day make up stars, planets, and even ourselves. It's humbling to think that the hydrogen in the water you drink, the helium in a party balloon, were forged in those very first minutes of cosmic history. This era of nucleosynthesis lasted for about 20 minutes. After that, the universe continued to expand, but it was still too hot for electrons to bind with these nuclei to form neutral atoms. The universe remained an ionized plasma, a hot, charged soup, still opaque to light. This period is often referred to as the dark ages of the universe, not because there was no light, but because light couldn't travel freely, couldn't reveal the universe's structure. It was a time of diffuse glow, without stars or galaxies. Then, approximately 380,000 years after the Big Bang, a truly pivotal moment arrived: recombination. The universe had cooled to about 3,000 degrees Celsius, a temperature at which electrons finally had enough incentive to settle down and bind with hydrogen and helium nuclei. When an electron joined a proton, a neutral hydrogen atom was formed. When electrons joined helium nuclei, neutral helium atoms formed. This was a monumental change because neutral atoms are electrically stable and don't scatter light in the same way charged particles do. Suddenly, the universe became transparent. Imagine a dense fog lifting, revealing a clear, boundless sky. Photons, particles of light, which had been trapped and constantly scattering off charged particles, were finally free to travel across the cosmos. This ancient light, the very first light that could travel unimpeded, is what we now detect as the cosmic microwave background CMB radiation. It's like an ancient echo, a faint, uniform glow coming from every direction in the sky, providing us with a direct snapshot of the universe when it was just a baby, a mere 380,000 years old. The CMB is incredibly important because it's one of the strongest pieces of evidence supporting the Big Bang Theory. Its almost perfect uniformity across the sky, with tiny fluctuations, tells us about the early universe's incredible smoothness, yet also reveals the tiny seeds of density that would eventually grow, through the relentless pull of gravity, into the vast structures we see today: stars, galaxies, and clusters of galaxies. From that point, the universe continued its slow, steady cooling and expansion. For hundreds of millions of years, there were still no stars, no galaxies, just vast clouds of hydrogen and helium gas, very slightly denser in some regions than in others. Thanks to those tiny initial fluctuations in the CMB, gravity, the silent sculptor of the cosmos, began to work its magic. Over immense timescales, these denser regions slowly, inexorably, pulled in more and more gas. Imagine vast, invisible gravitational hands gently pulling together immense clouds of diffuse gas in the otherwise empty expanse. As these clouds grew larger and denser, the pressure and temperature at their cores began to rise. This process continued for what felt like an eternity in cosmic terms, perhaps 100 to 200 million years. Then, finally, in the densest hearts of these collapsing gas clouds, the temperature and pressure became so extreme that nuclear fusion ignited, and with that, the first stars were born. These were not like our sun. They were massive, brilliant, and short-lived, burning through their fuel at an incredible rate. They were the universe's first lighthouses, piercing the long cosmic dark ages with their brilliant radiance. These early stars were crucial because they were the universe's first true alchemists, forging heavier elements like carbon, oxygen, and iron in their fiery cores. When these massive stars reached the end of their lives, they exploded in spectacular supernovae, scattering these newly forged elements across the cosmos. These heavier elements then became the raw material for future generations of stars, and eventually for planets, and for life itself. As these first stars continued to form, they began to cluster together under gravity, giving birth to the first galaxies. These were primitive, irregular shapes at first, tiny islands of light in the vast cosmic ocean. Over billions of years, these early galaxies merged, collided, and evolved, growing into the magnificent spiral and elliptical galaxies we observe today, each containing billions or even trillions of stars. Our own Milky Way galaxy is one such magnificent structure, a swirling disk of stars, gas, and dust, a cosmic home to billions of planetary systems, including our own. And then, about 4.5 billion years ago, in a quiet spiral arm of the Milky Way, our own solar system began to form from a collapsing cloud of gas and dust that had been enriched by the remnants of previous generations of stars. Our sun ignited, and the remaining material coalesced into planets, moons, asteroids, and comets. This is our own cosmic story, a direct lineage from that infinitesimally small, infinitely dense point of beginning. The Big Bang Theory, then, is not just a single event, but a continuous narrative of expansion, cooling, and the emergence of complexity. It describes a universe that started hot and dense, and has been expanding and evolving ever since, creating the conditions necessary for everything we see around us. It's a story of immense beauty, of cosmic dance, and of the slow, patient unfolding of reality. Yet, even with such a compelling narrative, there are still profound questions that gently linger, like echoes in a vast hall. What happened before the Big Bang? If the Big Bang was the beginning of time itself, then the concept of before loses its meaning, doesn't it? It's like asking what is north of the North Pole, but our minds, accustomed to linear time, naturally seek a predecessor. This leads to some fascinating, almost poetic, scientific speculations. Some theories suggest that our universe might be just one in an infinite collection of universes, a multiverse. Perhaps the Big Bang wasn't a unique event, but one of countless births in a larger, eternal cosmic process. This idea of a multiverse is often explored through concepts like eternal inflation, where inflation, once it starts, never completely stops, continuously spawning new pocket universes like ours. Imagine an endlessly frothing cosmic foam, with each bubble representing a new universe, each potentially with its own unique set of physical laws. Other theories delve into the idea of a cyclical universe, where our universe might eventually stop expanding, contract, and then rebound into another Big Bang, a cosmic dance of endless expansion and contraction. It's a grand rhythmic breath of the cosmos, an eternal cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. This would mean that time itself isn't linear, but rather a repeating loop, perhaps subtly different each time, yet eternally returning. Then there are even more abstract ideas, such as loop quantum gravity, which suggests that space-time itself is not smooth but granular, made up of tiny, discrete loops. In this view, the singularity of the Big Bang might not have been a point of infinite density, but rather a quantum bounce from a previous contracting universe. It's like a ball bouncing off a very hard surface, instead of hitting an infinite wall. This would imply that the universe has always existed, perhaps in different forms, endlessly transforming. And of course, we encounter the famous no-boundary proposal by Stephen Hawking and James Hartle, which suggests that the universe has no boundary in space or time. This idea attempts to remove the need for a specific beginning or a cause in the traditional sense, by proposing a universe that smoothly curves into existence without sharp edges. It's a bit like the surface of the Earth, which has no beginning or end, even though it's finite. The universe, in this view, simply is, without a sharp, singular starting point that requires explanation. These are not definitive answers, but rather gentle whispers from the frontiers of human understanding. They are invitations to marvel at the depths of the unknown, to feel the quiet thrill of contemplating what lies beyond our current grasp. The beauty lies not in having all the answers, but in the boundless capacity of the human mind to ask such magnificent questions. As these grand ideas settle into your mind, perhaps you can feel a sense of perspective. Our own lives, our daily joys and challenges, are played out against this unimaginably vast and ancient backdrop. We are tiny, fleeting beings, yet we possess the remarkable ability to gaze out at the stars and contemplate the very origins of everything. There's a profound comfort in this, a quiet understanding that our individual worries are but small ripples on the surface of a cosmic ocean. Allow yourself to simply float in this understanding, in this quiet vastness. The universe continues its expansion, silently, inexorably, carrying us along. And within this grand flow, you are safe, you are held, you are a part of something truly magnificent. There is nothing left to do, nothing to understand, just to be. Let your breath remain slow and even, a gentle tide washing over you. Feel the increasing weight of peace, the calming stillness that promises rest. The Big Bang was a moment of immense energy, but its legacy is one of continuous, gentle unfolding. And in that unfolding, we find our place of calm. We have gently touched upon the fiery, expansive beginning of our universe, a story of the Big Bang unfolding from an unimaginably dense point. Now, as your mind continues to settle, let's turn our gaze to a concept that is both fundamental and profoundly elusive: the vacuum of space. When we think of vacuum, our immediate thought might be empty, a void, nothing there. But as we explore this concept in our quiet contemplation, we will find that the vacuum of space is far from empty. In fact, it is a place of incredible potential, a shimmering, restless ocean of activity, brimming with hidden energy and fleeting existence. Imagine, for a moment, the deepest, most pristine emptiness you can conceive, far away from any star, any planet, any galaxy, a place where there is no air, no dust, no light, just pure, unadulterated nothingness. This is often how we picture the vacuum, but then gently let a different image emerge. Picture a vast, dark canvas, not blank, but subtly vibrating, a surface that appears still to the casual glance, but upon closer, calmer inspection, reveals a restless, seething energy beneath its surface. Modern physics, particularly quantum field theory, tells us that the vacuum of space is not truly empty. Instead, it is filled with quantum fields. Imagine these fields as invisible, pervasive blankets stretching throughout the entire cosmos, each type of particle having its own associated field. There's an electron field, a photon field, a quark field, and so on. These fields are not static. They are constantly fluctuating, humming with an inherent energy. Think of it like the surface of a perfectly still lake. From a distance, it looks smooth and unmoving. But if you were to look incredibly closely, at a microscopic level, you would see tiny ripples, disturbances, and fleeting splashes appearing and disappearing. These are not caused by anything external dropping into the lake. They are inherent fluctuations arising from the lake's own energy. In the vacuum of space, these fluctuations are not ripples in water, but tiny, ephemeral disturbances in the quantum fields themselves. These disturbances are so profound that they give rise to something truly astonishing: virtual particles. Imagine, within that vibrating tapestry of the vacuum, pairs of particles and their corresponding antiparticles suddenly popping into existence, briefly living for an infinitesimally small fraction of a second, and then annihilating each other, vanishing back into the field from which they emerged. It's like sparks flying from an unseen forge, flickering into brief, luminous existence before fading back into the darkness. These virtual particles are not real in the sense that they cannot be directly detected or travel freely through space. They are ghostly, ephemeral entities existing just long enough to obey the strict laws of quantum mechanics, particularly Werner Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. This principle, a cornerstone of quantum mechanics, tells us that we cannot simultaneously know both the precise position and the precise momentum of a particle. It also implies a fascinating relationship between energy and time. The more precisely we try to measure energy over a very short time, the more uncertain that energy becomes. This inherent uncertainty allows for these fleeting energy fluctuations, these virtual particles, to momentarily borrow energy from the vacuum itself, as long as they pay it back almost instantly. So, the vacuum isn't an inert void waiting to be filled. It is a bustling, almost effervescent arena of creation and annihilation, a dynamic equilibrium of energy borrowing and returning. This fundamental activity of the vacuum is what gives rise to phenomena like the Casimir effect, a subtle but measurable force that arises between two uncharged, parallel conducting plates placed very close together in a vacuum. It's as if the virtual particles in the tiny gap between the plates are constrained, while those outside are not, creating a slight pressure difference that pushes the plates together. It's a whisper from the vacuum itself, confirming its energetic presence. This concept of a vibrant, active vacuum can be deeply comforting. It means that true nothingness, as we might imagine it, a state of absolute inert absence, might not truly exist, at least not in any measurable or physically meaningful way. Even in the seemingly emptiest reaches of the cosmos, there is a constant, subtle dance of energy and potential. It's a quiet reassurance that even in the darkest, most isolated corners of the universe, there is life, movement, and an underlying vibrancy. Allow your mind to drift into this idea of an inherent fullness. The apparent emptiness around us is merely a disguise, a surface concealing a pulsating, energetic reality. It's like looking at a calm ocean on a moonless night. It appears black and still, yet beneath the surface, life teems, currents flow, and an ancient, vital energy churns. The vacuum of space is similar, a dark ocean of quantum potential, waiting, constantly generating, perpetually alive. Consider the implications of this for our understanding of reality. If the very fabric of space is so active, then perhaps our traditional notions of solidity and emptiness need to be reevaluated. Every atom, every particle, even the space within and around them, is connected to this universal quantum foam. We are not just beings existing in the vacuum, but beings that are, in some profound sense, of the vacuum, woven from its inherent energy and its ceaseless fluctuations. This brings us to a beautiful, almost mystical concept, the zero-point energy of the vacuum. This refers to the lowest possible energy state of a quantum system, a baseline energy that persists even at absolute zero temperature, where all classical motion has ceased. It's the inherent energy of the vacuum itself, the energy of those constant virtual particle fluctuations. This energy is unimaginably vast. If we could somehow harness even a tiny fraction of the zero-point energy contained within a small volume of space, it could power cities, or even entire planets for extended periods. But for now, it remains largely theoretical, a cosmic power source that quietly hums beneath the surface of all existence, waiting to be understood, perhaps to be tapped into. This idea of pervasive, subtle energy resonates with ancient philosophical traditions that speak of an underlying energetic essence of the universe. While science approaches this through mathematical frameworks and experimental verification, the feeling of wonder and awe that it evokes is remarkably similar. It's as if the universe is always singing a quiet song, a melody of creation and dissolution, and the vacuum is the silent stage upon which this eternal performance takes place. Let your breathing deepen, becoming slower, more rhythmic. Each breath can be an acknowledgement of this hidden energy, this quiet vitality that underlies everything. You are breathing in not just air, but perhaps, in a metaphorical sense, the subtle whispers of the quantum vacuum, the very breath of the universe. And as you exhale, you release any remaining tension, allowing yourself to dissolve into this peaceful, pervasive energy. This restless nature of the vacuum also provides a fascinating perspective on the Big Bang itself. If the vacuum is never truly empty, if it is constantly bubbling with potential, then perhaps the creation event of our universe wasn't something appearing from absolute nothingness, but rather a monumental, spontaneous fluctuation within this pre-existing quantum foam. The Big Bang might have been an epic bubble arising from the larger eternal ocean of the vacuum, expanding and cooling to form the universe we inhabit. This idea aligns with some interpretations of cosmological inflation, which suggests that the universe underwent an incredibly rapid expansion driven by a special kind of energy field, often associated with the quantum vacuum. This inflationary field, with its inherent energy, could have propelled the universe from its incredibly tiny initial state to its immense size in a fraction of a second. So, the Big Bang wasn't just an explosion of everything, but perhaps an expansion from the very energy of nothingness itself. It invites us to reconsider what nothing truly means. Is it absolute void, or is it a state of pure potential, teeming with unmanifested possibilities? The scientific understanding of the vacuum leans towards the latter, painting a picture of fundamental reality that is far richer and more dynamic than we might have initially imagined. There is no true stillness, no ultimate emptiness, only an incessant, energetic dance that forms the very ground of being. As these thoughts drift through your mind, feel the gentle current of relaxation pulling you deeper. The concepts of quantum fields and virtual particles might seem complex, but remember, we are not trying to master them. We are simply letting them wash over us, like the soft murmur of distant waves. Allow the intricate details to blur and focus instead on the profound beauty of the idea that even in the vast expanse of emptiness, there is an invisible, inexhaustible source of energy and creation. This subtle vibrancy of the vacuum also reminds us that reality is far more intricate and mysterious than what meets the eye. Our senses, conditioned to perceive the macroscopic world of solid objects and clear spaces, only capture a sliver of the full picture. Beneath the surface, at the quantum level, everything is a blur of probability, a dance of waves and particles, and an unending cosmic hum. This understanding doesn't diminish the beauty of the visible world. It deepens it, imbuing it with an even greater sense of wonder and interconnectedness. Imagine yourself immersed in this quiet ocean of quantum energy. You are buoyant, weightless. There is no resistance, no friction, just a gentle, supporting presence all around you. This is the true nature of the space you inhabit. Not just empty air, but a vibrant tapestry of fields and potential. You are cradled by the very fabric of the cosmos, silently sustained by its hidden power. This quiet understanding can be a source of deep peace in a world often filled with noise and tangible demands. The idea of an active, energetic vacuum reminds us of an underlying serenity that pervades all things. It suggests that even when we feel alone or in a void, we are never truly disconnected. We are always, in every moment, swimming in an ocean of quantum vitality, an unseen matrix that links everything together. Let the images of virtual particles flickering into and out of existence become a soothing rhythm in your mind, a subtle, cosmic pulse that gently lulls you. The zero-point energy, humming silently through all of space, is like a constant, gentle lullaby, an eternal song of being. There is no beginning or end to this song, just a continuous, soft vibration that resonates with the deepest parts of your own existence. Perhaps you feel your body becoming heavier, more relaxed, sinking deeper into comfort, or perhaps you feel lighter, as if floating effortlessly. Either sensation is perfect. It is your body responding to the profound quietude, to the vastness of the ideas we are contemplating. The mind, freed from the constraints of immediate reality, can wander, can explore, and in doing so, finds its pathway to deep rest. We have wandered from the grand cosmic beginning to the subtle, energetic emptiness. Both are vast, both are mysterious, and both invite a profound sense of wonder. There is no need to grasp every detail, just to feel the gentle presence of these concepts, allowing them to carry you deeper into stillness. The universe, in all its complexity and all its emptiness, is a cradle for your consciousness, inviting you to let go, to trust, and to simply be. We've journeyed from the grand beginning of the universe and explored the vibrant, restless nature of the quantum vacuum. Now, let's gently turn our attention to another profound mystery, one that often accompanies discussions of cosmic origins, the concept of multiple universes, or the multiverse. This isn't just a wild idea from science fiction. It's a concept that emerges naturally from some of our most robust scientific theories, painting a picture of reality far grander and more expansive than we can ordinarily imagine. Imagine, for a moment, that our universe, with all its billions of galaxies, its countless stars, and its unique set of physical laws, isn't the only one. Picture an infinite collection of universes, perhaps bubbling into existence like countless soap bubbles from a cosmic foam, or nesting within each other like Russian dolls, each one a complete reality in itself. This is the essence of the multiverse hypothesis. It's a thought that can feel both overwhelming and strangely comforting, reminding us of the endless possibilities inherent in existence. There are several ways scientists imagine a multiverse might exist, each painting a slightly different picture, yet all pointing to a reality beyond our single cosmos. One of the most compelling ideas comes from the theory of eternal inflation, a concept we briefly touched upon when discussing the Big Bang. Recall that incredibly rapid expansion in the very early moments of our universe, where space itself stretched exponentially. Eternal inflation suggests that this inflationary process, once it begins, might never truly stop everywhere. Imagine a vast, hyperdimensional ocean of inflation. Within this ocean, pockets of space occasionally stop inflating, cool down, and bubble off to form new, distinct universes, much like our own. These bubbles continue to expand and evolve independently. Our Big Bang, in this view, was simply the moment when our particular bubble universe began its journey of expansion and cooling, while the inflationary ocean outside continues to froth and generate new bubbles endlessly. Think of it like boiling water. As the water boils, countless bubbles form, rise, and burst. Each burst, each brief, self-contained entity, could be analogous to a universe being born, and the boiling process, the constant energetic bubbling, never truly ceases. This suggests an infinite number of universes, each potentially unique, each with its own Big Bang, its own history, and perhaps its own set of physical constants and fundamental laws. This idea can feel immense, almost too large for the mind to grasp fully, and that's perfectly fine. We are simply exploring, allowing these grand concepts to gently wash over us. There's no need to force understanding, just to appreciate the sheer scale of possibility. The very fact that such ideas are even contemplated by serious scientists tells us something profound about the universe's potential for complexity and surprise. Another fascinating facet of the multiverse concept arises from quantum mechanics, particularly the many worlds interpretation. This interpretation, rather than suggesting distant, separate bubble universes, posits that every time a quantum measurement is made, or every time a quantum event has multiple possible outcomes, the universe splits or branches into different parallel realities, one for each possible outcome. Imagine a single electron. According to quantum mechanics, before you observe it, this electron doesn't have a definite position. It exists in a superposition of all possible positions simultaneously. It's like a ghost, everywhere and nowhere at once. When you measure its position, it collapses into a single, definite spot. The many worlds interpretation suggests that instead of collapsing, the universe simply branches into all possible realities. In one branch, you observe the electron here. In another, an identical you in a parallel universe observes it there, and so on, for every quantum event, every decision, every possibility. This means that for every choice you make, every path you take, there might be countless other versions of you, living out countless other lives in parallel universes, each representing a different outcome. It's a mind-bending thought, suggesting an almost infinite number of parallel realities coexisting, subtly branching off from each other at every moment. This version of the multiverse isn't separated by vast cosmic distances, but is woven into the very fabric of quantum reality, existing alongside our own, yet eternally inaccessible to us. This can bring a unique sense of peace. If every possibility, every choice, every unfulfilled dream is being played out in some other reality, then perhaps there is a quiet completeness to existence. The path you chose, the life you live, is one beautiful manifestation among countless others, each equally valid, each equally real in its own dimension. It takes away the weight of what if, replacing it with the gentle understanding that all what ifs are, in some sense, happening somewhere. Let your breath deepen, feeling the steady rhythm of your chest rising and falling. In this moment of quiet contemplation, you are connected to these grand ideas. Whether the multiverse is real or merely a theoretical construct, the very act of imagining it expands your own sense of possibility, gently pushing the boundaries of what you perceive as true. A third way to envision a multiverse comes from string theory, or its more advanced form, M theory. These theories propose that the fundamental building blocks of the universe are not point-like particles, but tiny, vibrating strings or membranes, existing in higher dimensions beyond the three spatial dimensions and one time dimension we experience. Imagine a cosmic brain, a giant, flexible membrane floating within a higher dimensional space, often called the bulk. Our entire universe, and with all its stars and galaxies, might be confined to just one such brain. But what if there are other brains floating in the same bulk, parallel to ours, perhaps even occasionally colliding with ours? These collisions between brains could be the genesis of new Big Bangs, offering a cyclical view of the multiverse where universes are constantly being born from the interaction of these multi-dimensional membranes. Or perhaps these other brains simply exist alongside ours, silently parallel. Their reality is just a hair's breadth away in a dimension we cannot perceive. It's like living on a piece of paper, unaware that other pieces of paper exist just above or below you, in a third dimension you can't access. The idea of extra dimensions can feel abstract, but remember, we are simply allowing our minds to wander. Think of a subtle, almost imperceptible tremor, a faint resonance from these hidden dimensions, occasionally brushing against our own reality. It's a whisper of realities beyond our immediate grasp, a reminder that the universe is far more expansive and intricate than our limited senses can convey. Why do scientists even consider such mind-bending possibilities? Often, the multiverse arises as a solution to some of the universe's deepest puzzles. One of the most famous is the fine-tuning problem. Our universe appears to be incredibly fine-tuned for life. The fundamental physical constants, like the strength of gravity, the mass of the electron, the speed of light, have values that, if altered even slightly, would prevent the formation of stars, galaxies, or even stable atoms. It's like finding a cosmic dial with all the settings perfectly adjusted for our existence. One explanation for this remarkable fine-tuning is that our universe is just one of many, perhaps an infinite number, each with slightly different physical constants. In such a vast ensemble, it's inevitable that at least one universe would have the precise conditions necessary for life to emerge. We just happen to be in that particular universe because, well, we couldn't exist anywhere else. It's like winning a cosmic lottery, not because we are special, but because there were an infinite number of tickets bought. This perspective can be deeply liberating. It removes the pressure of uniqueness, replacing it with a sense of cosmic inevitability and abundance. We are not just a miraculous fluke in an empty cosmos. We are a natural, perhaps even common, outcome in a vast, endlessly varied multiverse. This doesn't diminish our existence. It places it within an even grander, more magnificent context. As your mind gently processes these vast ideas, feel the rhythm of your own breath, a steady, constant presence in this unfolding cosmic narrative. Each inhale is a moment of pure being. Each exhale a release into profound relaxation. You are not rushing, not striving. You are simply allowing these concepts to flow through you, carrying you deeper into stillness. Whether it's the eternal bubbling of inflation, the constant branching of quantum possibilities, or the silent parallel existence of higher dimensional brains, the multiverse invites us to shed our narrow perceptions and embrace the boundless expanse of what might be. It's a reminder that the universe is far stranger and far more wonderful than we could ever invent. This journey into the multiverse is not about proving its existence, but about the profound peace that can come from contemplating such vastness. It's about letting go of the need for definitive answers and embracing the mystery. When you imagine countless realities, your own reality, your own life takes on a fresh perspective. Your worries, your anxieties can seem smaller, less overwhelming when viewed against the backdrop of infinite possibility. Perhaps in another universe, right at this moment, an alternate version of you is facing different challenges, experiencing different joys, and perhaps in yet another, a version of you has already found the deepest peace, the most profound understanding. The very thought allows a gentle release, an acceptance of what is, knowing that somewhere, somehow, all potential is being explored. Allow your body to become heavier, softer, sinking deeper into whatever surface supports you. Feel the pull of gravity, a silent, constant force that connects you to the earth, and through the earth to the entire universe, and perhaps to countless universes beyond. This connection is not a burden. It is a gentle embrace, a silent reassurance that you are held, always. In this quiet space, let the concept of the multiverse settle upon you like a soft, comforting blanket. It's a story of infinite creativity, of reality blossoming in countless forms. You are a part of this grand, cosmic blossoming, a unique and precious bloom in this unimaginably vast garden of existence. There is no need to understand every petal, just to appreciate the breathtaking beauty of the whole. Let your thoughts drift like clouds across a vast, endless sky. They come, they go, they change shape. Do not cling to them, do not chase them, simply observe them and let them pass. The stillness beneath the thoughts is always there, waiting for you, a vast and silent ocean of peace. The multiverse, in its deepest essence, is an ode to potential, an endless song of what could be. And in that song, we find our own quiet harmony, our own gentle rhythm. Let your breath lead you now, deeper and deeper into this profound calm. The possibilities are infinite, and in that infinity, there is a boundless, enduring peace. We have gently journeyed through the vastness of the Big Bang's beginning and the intricate, vibrant nature of the quantum vacuum, even peeking into the boundless possibilities of the multiverse. Now, let's bring our awareness back to a concept that is both deeply personal and universally profound: time. Not just the beginning of time, but its very essence, its flow, and the various ways we perceive and understand it. Imagine time not as a single, straight arrow, but as something more fluid, more dynamic. Sometimes it feels like a slow, meandering river, its currents barely perceptible as moments stretch out, full and lingering. At other times, it rushes past like a torrent, a cascade of experiences blurring into one another, leaving us wondering where the hours, the days, the years have gone. This subjective experience of time is a beautiful testament to our human awareness, a unique lens through which we process the grand cosmic flow. In our daily lives, we measure time with clocks and calendars, precise instruments that divide our existence into seconds, minutes, hours. We rely on them, organize our lives by them, feel the gentle pressure of their relentless ticking. But these are human constructs, tools we've invented to bring order and predictability to our world. They are not time itself, but rather our way of tracking its journey. Think of a clock. It marks the passage of events, the turning of gears, the movement of hands. But what is it actually measuring? Is it measuring something fundamental that truly moves? Or is it simply recording changes? This question has puzzled philosophers and scientists for centuries. Does time flow independently of events, like an invisible river? Or is it merely an emergent property of change, existing only when things happen and transform? Classical physics, largely based on Isaac Newton's ideas, viewed time as an absolute, universal constant, a steady, unyielding progression that was the same for everyone, everywhere. Picture a vast, cosmic clock ticking away uniformly for every star, every galaxy, every particle. This concept was deeply comforting in its simplicity, a dependable backdrop against which all of existence played out. However, as science progressed, particularly with Albert Einstein's theories of relativity, our understanding of time underwent a profound transformation. Einstein showed us that time is not absolute, but rather relative. It's not a separate entity, but intimately interwoven with space, forming a unified fabric called space-time. Imagine space-time as a vast, flexible sheet. Massive objects like planets and stars create curves or warps in this sheet, much like a bowling ball placed on a stretched rubber trampoline. And just as these curves affect the path of objects moving across the trampoline, they also affect the flow of time. This is where the concept of time dilation comes in. Time dilation means that time can literally pass at different rates for different observers, depending on their relative speed or their proximity to a massive gravitational field. For example, if you were traveling at speeds close to the speed of light, time for you would slow down relative to someone standing still on Earth. Or if you were near a massive black hole, where gravity is incredibly intense, time would slow down dramatically for you compared to someone far away. Think of it like this. If you had an incredibly precise clock and brought it close to a black hole, it would tick slightly slower than an identical clock far away. And if you could somehow survive plummeting into the black hole, the external universe would appear to speed up, billions of years flashing by in moments for you before you reach the event horizon. It's a truly mind-bending concept, transforming time from a simple universal clock into a flexible, dynamic dimension shaped by the very matter and energy within the universe. This concept of relative time can be a source of profound peace. It means that there is no single, frantic, universal rush. Each experience, each moment, is relative to its own circumstances. Your time, your rhythm, is unique and valid. There's no objective clock judging whether you're too fast or too slow. You are simply existing, flowing with your own personal current within the grand river of space-time. Allow this thought to gently settle within you. Feel your own unique rhythm, the subtle pace of your breath, the quiet beat of your heart. These are your own internal clocks, perfectly synchronized with your personal space-time. There's no need to speed up, no need to slow down, simply to be in harmony with your own unfolding. The non-absolute nature of time also opens up fascinating questions about its fundamental existence. If time can be warped and stretched, if it's interwoven with space, what happens at the most extreme conditions? For instance, what happens to time inside a black hole, where space-time is so incredibly warped that even light cannot escape? And what about at the moment of the Big Bang, that initial singularity we explored earlier? If the Big Bang was the beginning of space-time itself, then what does before even mean? These questions lead us to the edges of our current understanding, to areas where classical physics breaks down and new theories emerge. One such area is quantum gravity, which attempts to unify Einstein's general relativity, describing gravity and space-time on large scales, with quantum mechanics, describing reality on very small scales. In some theories of quantum gravity, like loop quantum gravity, which we touched upon, space-time itself might not be continuous, but rather discrete, made up of tiny, fundamental quanta or atoms of space and time. This would mean that time, at its deepest level, doesn't flow smoothly, but rather exists in tiny, indivisible packets, like pixels on a screen. This is a very different image than our continuous river. If time is quantized, does it mean that there's a smallest possible unit of time, a moment that cannot be further divided? The concept of the Planck time arises here, an incredibly tiny duration, far smaller than anything we can currently measure. It's the theoretical limit beyond which our current understanding of physics breaks down, suggesting a point where time, as we know it, might cease to be a meaningful concept. This abstract notion of atoms of time can be soothing in its own way. It suggests an ultimate underlying order, a fundamental structure to the very fabric of existence. Every fleeting moment, every experience is built upon these tiny, discrete units, connecting us to the deepest layers of reality. Consider the idea that the present is all that truly exists. The past is but a memory, a set of records in our minds and in the universe. The future is merely potential, a set of possibilities yet to unfold. All that is truly real, truly tangible, is this very moment, this gentle present that you are experiencing right now. In this perspective, there is a profound sense of groundedness, a release from the anxieties of what was or what might be. Allow your mind to focus solely on this present moment. Feel the sensations in your body, the gentle rise and fall of your chest with each breath, the subtle hum of existence. There is no need to revisit the past, no need to anticipate the future. Simply be here, now, in this moment of pure, unadulterated presence. This focus on the present can be a powerful tool for relaxation. It silences the internal chatter, the mind's tendency to drift into regrets or worries. It anchors you to the calm center of your own being, a place where peace naturally resides, the grand cosmic dance of time, with its relativistic twists and quantum granularities, continues its majestic movement, but you, in this moment, are perfectly still within its flow. Some spiritual traditions speak of time as an illusion, a construct of the human mind to make sense of a reality that is fundamentally eternal and unchanging. While science doesn't typically use the word illusion, the relativity of time certainly challenges our intuitive, fixed notions. It opens the door to a more fluid, less rigid understanding of reality, where our everyday experience of time is just one facet of a much larger, more mysterious truth. Imagine yourself floating gently in a vast, timeless ocean. There are no currents here, no discernible direction, just pure, serene existence. This isn't an absence of activity, but a state of profound stillness where all possibilities coexist simultaneously. This is the space beyond linear time, where the beginning and the end are perhaps just different perspectives on the same eternal moment. This idea can be deeply comforting, especially when we feel rushed or overwhelmed by the relentless demands of our temporal existence. It reminds us that beneath the surface of our busy lives, there is an underlying timelessness, a quiet, unchanging core that is always accessible. We are not just beings in time, but also, in some profound sense, beings of timelessness. Let your breathing become even softer, more shallow, as if you are barely breathing at all. This is a gentle surrender, a release into the quiet embrace of existence. Feel the boundaries of your body softening, blurring, as you merge with the vast, peaceful presence of the cosmos. The paradoxes of time, its beginning, its relativity, its potential granularity, are not problems to be solved, but mysteries to be cherished. They remind us that reality is far richer and more intricate than our simple models can fully capture. And in that richness, in that mystery, there is a boundless wellspring of wonder and peace. Allow yourself to simply drift now, carried by the gentle current of these thoughts. Time, in all its perplexing beauty, is a part of you, and you are a part of it. Whether it's a flowing river, a flexible sheet, or a collection of tiny moments, time is the rhythm of the universe, and you are dancing within its silent song. Let the rhythm lull you. Let the silence embrace you, and find your own deep, enduring peace. There is nothing left to do now but to surrender to this quietude, to let the stillness gently carry you into profound rest. We've allowed our minds to wander through the cosmic dawn and the elastic nature of time, finding peace in their grand scale. Now, let's gently turn our attention to something equally vast, yet profoundly close to us, space itself. Is space truly empty, a boundless void, or is it something more? As we settle deeper into calm, let's explore the subtle fabric of space and how it shapes everything within our universe. Imagine the room you are in, or the open air around you. It seems to be filled with nothing but air, or perhaps simply nothing. Yet, this nothing is precisely what we are exploring. In our everyday experience, space is simply where things are. It's the canvas upon which events unfold, the stage for all movement and existence. But modern science, especially Einstein's revolutionary ideas, tells us that space is far more than just a passive backdrop. Think of space not as an empty container, but as a dynamic, flexible fabric. This isn't a solid, tangible thing you can touch, but an invisible medium that has properties that can be stretched, bent, and even rippled. This is the core idea behind space-time, the unified concept where space and time are inextricably linked. We touched upon time dilation in the last chapter, how massive objects can slow down time. Those same massive objects also warp space. Imagine stretching a large, thin rubber sheet taut. Now, place a heavy bowling ball in the center. What happens? The sheet sags, creating a curve around the bowling ball. Now, if you roll a small marble across the sheet, it won't travel in a straight line. It will curve inward towards the bowling ball, not because the bowling ball is pulling it directly, but because the marble is simply following the curvature of the sheet. This is a powerful analogy for how gravity works in Einstein's general theory of relativity. Massive objects, like our sun, or even our Earth, don't just pull things with an invisible force. Instead, they warp the fabric of space-time around them. Planets then orbit the sun, not because of a mysterious tug, but because they are following the curves in space-time created by the sun's immense mass. It's like a gentle cosmic slope that dictates the path of everything that travels across it. This understanding transforms gravity from a force acting within space to a manifestation of space itself. It's a profound shift, suggesting that the geometry of the universe is not fixed, but dynamic, constantly being shaped by the matter and energy within it. And in turn, this warped geometry dictates how matter and energy move. It's a beautiful, elegant dance between the contents of the universe and the stage upon which they perform. Allow this image to settle in your mind. The space around you isn't just empty. It's subtly curved by your own body's tiny mass, by the chair you sit on, by the walls of your room. These curves are incredibly small, far too subtle for us to perceive in our daily lives, but they are there, and on cosmic scales, they are immense, bending light from distant galaxies, guiding the trajectories of comets, and holding stars in their orbits. This flexibility of space can be deeply calming. It suggests a universe that is not rigid or unforgiving, but fluid and responsive. Everything within it is interconnected, silently influencing the very fabric of its existence. There's a subtle harmony in this, a quiet reassurance that even the smallest presence leaves an imprint on the vastness. Think of light traveling across the universe. We often think of light rays as straight lines, but when light passes near a massive object, like a galaxy cluster, its path actually bends, following the curvature of space-time. This phenomenon is called gravitational lensing, and it allows us to see distant galaxies that would otherwise be hidden, their light magnified and distorted by the gravity of intervening clusters. It's as if space itself acts like a cosmic magnifying glass, revealing hidden wonders. The concept of an expanding universe, which we touched upon with the Big Bang, further illustrates the dynamic nature of space. It's not just that galaxies are flying apart through space, it's that space itself is stretching, carrying the galaxies along with it. Imagine stretching that rubber sheet we spoke of earlier, making it larger and larger. The marks on the sheet grow farther apart, not because they are moving across the sheet, but because the sheet itself is expanding. This expansion has profound implications. It means that the universe is not static, not fixed, but constantly growing. And this growth isn't uniform. In recent decades, observations have revealed something truly astonishing. The expansion of the universe is accelerating. It's not just growing, it's growing faster and faster. This unexpected discovery led to the hypothesis of dark energy, a mysterious, invisible force or property of space itself that seems to be driving this accelerated expansion. Imagine space as having a very subtle, inherent energy that pushes it apart. This dark energy, unlike matter or traditional energy, doesn't dilute as space expands. It remains constant or perhaps even increases, leading to an ever faster stretching of the cosmic fabric. It's like the universe is taking a deep, accelerating breath, inflating itself at an ever-increasing rate. We don't know what dark energy is, but its presence is suggested by its profound effects on the cosmos, quietly shaping its ultimate destiny. This mystery of dark energy, while scientifically puzzling, can offer a profound sense of awe. It reminds us that there are still vast, uncharted territories of knowledge waiting to be explored. It suggests that even in our most advanced scientific models, there is room for the deeply unknown, for a fundamental mystery that pervades the very structure of reality. And in that mystery, there is a beautiful humility, a gentle reminder of the boundless wonders yet to be discovered. Allow your mind to gently embrace this uncertainty, this not knowing. There is a deep peace in accepting that some things remain beyond our current grasp. It frees us from the need to have all the answers and invites us instead to simply marvel at the grand tapestry of existence with its known threads and its mysterious, unseen patterns. As you breathe, feel the subtle expansion and contraction of your own body, a tiny echo of the universe's grand breath. You are a part of this dynamic cosmos, intrinsically linked to its stretching fabric, its subtle curves, and its accelerating expansion. There's no separation, no ultimate void, just a continuous, interconnected dance. Consider the concept of dimensions. We intuitively understand three spatial dimensions: length, width, and height. And we add time as a fourth dimension. But what if there are more: string theory and M theory, which we briefly touched upon with the multiverse, suggest the existence of extra spatial dimensions, curled up so tiny that we cannot perceive them in our everyday lives. Imagine a garden hose. From far away, it looks like a one-dimensional line, but if you get closer, you see that it has a second dimension curled up around it, its circumference. Similarly, some theories propose that beyond our familiar three spatial dimensions, there are tiny, incredibly compact extra dimensions, curled up at every point in space, perhaps like an intricate, microscopic knot. These extra dimensions, if they exist, would be invisible to us, yet they could influence the fundamental forces and particles of our universe. It's like a hidden layer of reality, silently shaping the world we perceive. The idea is mind-bending, yet it offers a rich tapestry of possibilities for how the universe works at its most fundamental level. This idea of hidden dimensions can be quite soothing. It suggests a universe far more intricate and multi-layered than we typically imagine. Even the most seemingly empty space is not truly empty, but perhaps filled with these unseen, curled-up dimensions, providing a richness and depth that extends beyond our immediate perception. It's a quiet reminder that there's always more than meets the eye, a boundless depth to reality that can inspire a gentle awe. Allow yourself to drift into this expanded sense of space. It's not just the familiar expanse around you, but a shimmering, multi-dimensional fabric, subtly warped by gravity, constantly stretching, and perhaps secretly alive with hidden dimensions. You are cradled within this vast, intricate structure, held by its gentle curves, floating in its silent expansion. There is no need to grasp the mathematical complexities, just to feel the quiet wonder of these ideas. Space is not a rigid box, but a fluid, responsive entity, intimately connected to time and to all the matter and energy within it. It's a stage that actively participates in the cosmic drama, a silent, powerful presence that defines where and how everything exists. As your thoughts continue to soften, feel your body becoming heavier, sinking deeper into a state of profound rest. The grand ideas of warped space-time, accelerating expansion, dark energy, and hidden dimensions are not meant to stimulate your mind, but to soothe it, to give it vast, tranquil landscapes to wander through. Let them be like a gentle wind carrying you further into slumber. The journey through the fabric of space reveals a universe that is far more dynamic and alive than we often conceive. It is a place of constant motion, subtle influence, and profound mystery. And in that profound mystery, there is a unique form of peace, a quiet acceptance of the endless wonders that surround us, both seen and unseen. Let this quiet acceptance guide you now, deeper and deeper, into a tranquil, restorative rest. We've explored the grand beginnings of our universe, the vibrant hum of the quantum vacuum, the boundless potential of the multiverse, and the very fabric of space itself. Now, let's gently turn our thoughts to the incredible phenomenon of light. Light, often seen as a simple burst of illumination, is in fact one of the most mysterious and fundamental entities in our cosmos. A silent messenger carrying the stories of distant stars and the secrets of the universe. Imagine floating in an endless, inky blackness. There's no sun, no moon, no distant galaxy, just pure, profound darkness. And then, far off, a tiny, almost imperceptible spark appears. It grows, very slowly, becoming a faint glimmer, then a soft glow, and finally, a brilliant beacon. This is light, awakening, journeying across unimaginable distances to reach your eyes. It is the universe's ultimate storyteller, bringing us tales from across billions of years and billions of miles. What is light? For centuries, humans debated this very question. Is it a stream of tiny particles, like miniature bullets traveling at incredible speed? Or is it a wave, like ripples spreading across a pond? Remarkably, modern physics tells us that light is both. It exhibits what we call wave-particle duality. Sometimes, it behaves like a wave, flowing smoothly, bending around obstacles, and creating interference patterns. At other times, it acts like a particle, delivering discrete packets of energy. These packets of energy are called photons. Imagine them as tiny, weightless messengers constantly zipping across the universe at an incredible, unwavering speed, the speed of light, approximately 300,000 kilometers per second. This speed is the cosmic speed limit, the fastest anything can travel in the vacuum of space. Nothing with mass can ever reach it, and only light and other massless particles can truly experience it. This dual nature of light can be profoundly soothing to contemplate. It suggests a reality that is far more fluid and adaptable than our everyday experiences might imply. Light doesn't conform to our simple categories. It exists in a state of beautiful ambiguity, a gentle reminder that the universe often transcends our expectations. There's a quiet wisdom in this duality, an acceptance that truth can manifest in multiple forms, simultaneously. Consider the journey of light. When you gaze at the stars on a clear night, you are not seeing them as they are right now. You are seeing them as they were thousands, millions, or even billions of years ago. The light from the nearest star, Proxima Centauri, takes over 4 years to reach us. The light from a distant galaxy might have been traveling for half the age of the universe. Imagine each photon as a tiny, intrepid traveler, setting off on an unimaginably long voyage. It begins its journey at the heart of a blazing star, or from the radiant glow of a distant nebula. It traverses the vast, empty expanse of interstellar and intergalactic space, dodging cosmic dust, weaving through gravitational fields, its speed unwavering, its energy slowly shifting as the universe expands beneath it, and then, after an immense journey through space and time, it gently lands on the retina of your eye, carrying with it a snapshot of the universe from eons past. This concept can bring a deep sense of connection to the past, to the origins of everything. When you look at the stars, you are literally looking back in time. You are receiving ancient whispers, silent messages from the cosmic dawn. It's a humbling thought, a reminder of the vastness of cosmic history and our unique place within its unfolding. We are observers, receivers of these ancient light signals, allowing the universe to tell its story, one photon at a time. Allow your breath to deepen, feeling its slow, steady rhythm. Each inhale can be a moment of receiving, each exhale a gentle release. You are a quiet observer in this grand cosmic play, a gentle recipient of the universe's most ancient illumination. Light is not just about brightness. It's also about color. The light we see with our eyes, visible light, is just a tiny sliver of the full spectrum of light, the electromagnetic spectrum. Beyond the reds and violets that our eyes can perceive, there are other forms of light, invisible to us, yet equally powerful and informative. Imagine a rainbow. It's a beautiful display of visible light separated by wavelength, from the longer waves of red to the shorter waves of violet. But the electromagnetic spectrum extends far beyond this. On one end, there are radio waves, with wavelengths as long as mountains, used to transmit signals across vast distances. Then come microwaves, which warm our food. After visible light, we encounter ultraviolet light, which gives us sunburns, followed by X-rays, which allow doctors to see inside our bodies. And finally, the most energetic waves, gamma rays, born from violent cosmic events like supernovae. Each type of light carries unique information about its source and its journey. Radio telescopes can detect the faint whispers from the early universe, or the powerful emissions from distant galaxies. Infrared telescopes can peer through cosmic dust clouds, revealing newborn stars hidden within. X-ray telescopes capture the extreme energy from black holes and neutron stars. By combining observations across the entire electromagnetic spectrum, scientists can piece together a more complete and vibrant picture of the universe, like listening to a full orchestra instead of just one instrument. This vastness of the light spectrum can be incredibly soothing. It reminds us that reality is multi-layered, with hidden depths and invisible beauties beyond what our limited senses can perceive. There's a richness to existence, a subtle complexity that constantly unfolds. If only we learn to look with different eyes, to listen with different ears. It suggests that even in apparent darkness, there are countless forms of light silently pervading the cosmos, carrying information, constantly interacting, ceaselessly being. Allow your mind to drift into this idea of invisible light. Feel its gentle presence all around you, even when your eyes are closed. It's a reminder that the universe is always vibrant, always active, even in its quietest moments. The very creation of light is also a wondrous story. In the hearts of stars, light is born through nuclear fusion, as atoms are squeezed together under immense pressure and temperature, releasing incredible amounts of energy in the form of photons. These photons then begin a long, tortuous journey from the star's core to its surface, bouncing, scattering, and being absorbed and re-emitted countless times before finally escaping into space. For our sun, it can take tens of thousands of years for a single photon to make this arduous journey from core to surface. And then, it races across the solar system in just 8 minutes to reach Earth. This story of light's birth and journey is one of immense patience and perseverance. Each photon, a testament to the universe's ceaseless energy, gently carries its radiant message across vast cosmic oceans. It's a quiet reassurance that even the smallest, most fundamental particles have grand journeys and profound impacts, silently shaping the very landscape of our reality. Consider the cosmic microwave background, CMB radiation we discussed earlier. This is the oldest light in the universe, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang itself. It's light that was finally able to travel freely when the universe cooled enough for neutral atoms to form, about 380,000 years after its beginning. This ancient light, now stretched and cooled to microwave wavelengths by the expansion of the universe, is a constant, gentle hum pervading all of space. Imagine it as a soft, omnipresent embrace, a quiet whisper from the universe's infancy, wrapping around everything, everywhere. It's a tangible connection to the earliest moments of existence, a silent reminder of our cosmic origins. In this light, there's no judgment, no urgency, just the enduring echo of creation, a gentle lullaby from the beginning of time. This constant presence of the CMB can be deeply calming. It means that even in the darkest, emptiest parts of space, there is a fundamental glow, a warmth, a residual energy from the moment everything began. You are bathed in this ancient light, silently, gently, a part of its eternal journey. As your mind settles deeper, notice the quiet stillness within you. This is a space of peace, a sanctuary where the grand narratives of the universe unfold without pressure or demand. Light, in all its forms, is a gift, a silent illumination that reveals the beauty and mystery of existence. It is not just something we see, it is something we can feel, a subtle presence that connects us to everything that is, everything that was, and everything that will ever be. Allow your muscles to relax even further, becoming soft and heavy. Let your eyelids feel weighted, a gentle descent into profound rest. The words continue to drift around you, like soft, luminous motes, carrying you deeper into a peaceful, restorative sleep. The universe is full of light, visible and invisible, constantly flowing, constantly connecting, and in that flow, in that connection, you find your own profound tranquility. There is nothing left to do now but to simply be embraced by the gentle, endless light of the cosmos. We have gently explored the cosmic ballet of the Big Bang, the vibrant stillness of the quantum vacuum, the boundless possibilities of the multiverse, and the silent, ancient whispers of light. Now, let's turn our soft gaze towards something that seems to defy our everyday experience, yet is fundamental to understanding our universe, dark matter and dark energy. These mysterious entities are invisible, intangible, yet they dominate the cosmos, shaping galaxies and dictating the universe's ultimate fate. Imagine looking at a vast, intricate mobile with countless sparkling ornaments dancing in the air. You can see the ornaments, their glinting surfaces reflecting light, and you can see them move. But what if you knew there were invisible threads connecting them, guiding their dance, making them spin and sway in ways that couldn't be explained by the visible connections alone? Dark matter and dark energy are like those invisible threads, pulling and pushing the cosmic ornaments in ways we can only infer from their observed movements. Let's first consider dark matter. For decades, astronomers have observed that galaxies, including our own Milky Way, spin much faster than they should if they only contained the visible matter, the stars, gas, and dust that we can detect. It's like a merry-go-round spinning so fast that all the visible riders should be flung off, yet they remain perfectly in place. This suggests there's a lot more invisible stuff holding them together, providing extra gravitational glue. Imagine a giant, unseen halo embracing every galaxy, a transparent, ethereal presence that extends far beyond the visible stars. This is how scientists picture dark matter. It doesn't emit, absorb, or reflect light, or any other form of electromagnetic radiation. It's truly dark, completely invisible to our telescopes, our eyes, and every instrument designed to detect light. Yet, its gravitational influence is undeniable. Think of it as the silent architect of the cosmos. Without dark matter, the early universe's small density fluctuations wouldn't have had enough gravitational pull to form the large structures we see today. Galaxies wouldn't have formed into magnificent spirals and ellipticals. They would have simply flown apart. Dark matter provided the gravitational scaffolding, the invisible framework upon which the visible universe could condense and grow. It's the unseen hand that guides the formation of cosmic cities, gently coaxing gas and dust to coalesce into stars and galaxies. This idea of an invisible, pervasive substance can be deeply calming. It suggests that there's far more to reality than what our senses can perceive. Just because we can't see something doesn't mean it isn't profoundly real and incredibly influential. There's a quiet mystery in this, a reminder that the universe holds vast, hidden dimensions beyond our immediate grasp. It's like a secret, gentle hum underlying everything, unheard but felt in the gravitational embrace of galaxies. Allow your breath to deepen, feeling the subtle flow within you. In the vastness of the cosmos, there are silent forces at play, gently shaping the dance of stars. You are a part of this dance, connected to the seen and the unseen, held by a profound, invisible balance. Scientists have spent decades trying to directly detect dark matter, building incredibly sensitive experiments deep underground to shield them from cosmic rays, hoping to catch a fleeting interaction with one of these elusive particles. While we haven't definitively found them yet, the search continues, driven by the profound observational evidence. The leading candidates for dark matter particles are called WIMPs, weakly interacting massive particles. The name itself suggests their elusive nature. They interact very weakly with normal matter, which is why they're so hard to detect. Imagine trying to catch a whisper in a hurricane, or trying to grasp smoke with your bare hands. That's how elusive dark matter particles are. Billions of them might be passing through your body every second, completely unnoticed, leaving no trace. This profound non-interaction with us, with our world, with our instruments, makes them truly ghost-like, yet gravitationally powerful. This quiet, pervasive presence can be a source of deep peace. It reminds us that existence is layered with unseen forces and hidden components that silently contribute to the whole. There's no emptiness, even in the void, but rather a profound, subtle fullness that escapes our immediate senses. It's a quiet reassurance that even in the most seemingly desolate stretches of space, there is a vibrant, unseen architecture supporting the visible grandeur. Now, let's gently shift our focus to dark energy. While dark matter is the unseen gravitational glue that pulls things together, dark energy is the mysterious force that seems to be pushing the universe apart at an accelerating rate. We touched upon this when discussing the expansion of space. Imagine you're watching a child inflate a balloon. You expect the expansion to slow down as the air pressure drops. But what if, instead, the balloon started inflating faster and faster, all by itself, as if some invisible hand inside was constantly adding more air? This is what observations of distant supernovae revealed about our universe in the late 1990s. Its expansion isn't slowing down due to gravity pulling things back. It's speeding up. This acceleration is attributed to dark energy, a term coined to describe whatever is causing this cosmic repulsion. It's not a force like gravity that comes from mass. It seems to be an inherent property of space itself. As space expands, more space is created, and with it, more dark energy, leading to an ever faster acceleration. Think of it as a subtle, omnipresent pressure, a gentle, invisible push that pervades every cubic centimeter of space. It's not concentrated in galaxies or stars. It's everywhere, quietly, persistently, driving the universe towards an unknown future. We don't know what dark energy is. It could be a property of the vacuum itself, a form of energy inherent in empty space. It could be a new, fundamental field that permeates the cosmos. Or it could be that our understanding of gravity on cosmic scales is incomplete. This profound mystery surrounding dark energy can be deeply soothing. It reminds us that our universe is still full of wondrous unknowns, vast frontiers of discovery that beckon us forward. It suggests a humility in our knowledge, an acceptance that the most powerful forces shaping our reality might be the ones we understand the least. And in that acceptance, there is a beautiful spaciousness, a release from the need for immediate answers, allowing our minds to simply float in the vastness of the unknown. Allow your thoughts to soften, your mind to quiet. Imagine the universe, vast beyond imagining, gently expanding, subtly accelerating. You are part of this grand cosmic journey, carried along by its silent momentum. There's nothing to resist, nothing to fear, just a gentle, inexorable unfolding. The combined presence of dark matter and dark energy paints a picture of a cosmos that is dominated by the unseen. All the visible stars, galaxies, and planets, everything we can touch, see, and measure, makes up only about 5% of the total mass energy content of the universe. Dark matter accounts for roughly 27%, and dark energy a staggering 68%. This means that 95% of our universe is invisible, mysterious, and currently beyond our direct comprehension. Imagine a grand cosmic symphony, the visible universe, with its brilliant stars and swirling galaxies, is like the melody, the part we can hear and appreciate. But dark matter and dark energy are the silent harmony, the deep bass notes, and the vast resonant silence between the notes, secretly shaping the entire composition, making it sound exactly as it does. Without them, the melody would fall apart, chaotic and discordant. This can bring a deep sense of peace and humility. We are living in a universe largely governed by invisible forces, by entities that escape our most sensitive instruments. It suggests that reality is far richer and more intricate than our immediate perceptions allow. There's a profound interconnectedness, where the seen and unseen dance together in a silent, cosmic ballet. Allow yourself to feel this quiet connection to the unseen. It's a reminder that even in our own lives, many of the most powerful influences are invisible emotions, thoughts, connections, kindness. Just like dark matter and dark energy, these intangible forces subtly shape our experiences, guiding our paths and holding our personal realities together. Let your breathing become even slower, more even, a gentle tide washing over you. Feel the deep calm spreading through your body, a sense of profound relaxation settling in. The mysteries of dark matter and dark energy are not meant to stimulate your mind, but to soothe it, to provide vast, tranquil landscapes for your thoughts to softly wander. They are cosmic lullabies, whispering of an infinitely vast, infinitely mysterious, and profoundly peaceful cosmos. The universe, in its grand design, contains both the luminous and the dark, the visible and the invisible, the known and the profoundly unknown. And in that balance, in that beautiful interplay of light and shadow, we find a deep, enduring peace. There is nothing left to do now but to surrender to this quietude, to let the stillness gently carry you into a deep, restorative sleep. We've gently explored the luminous and the dark, the seen and the unseen forces that shape our universe. Now, let's allow our minds to drift towards something incredibly vast, yet intimately connected to the very core of our existence galaxies. These magnificent islands of stars are the building blocks of the visible universe, swirling cosmic cities, each holding billions or even trillions of suns, dancing in a silent, grand ballet across unimaginable distances. Imagine yourself suspended in the deepest void of space, far beyond any single star or planet. All around you, in every direction, you see countless faint smudges of light. As your perception expands, these smudges begin to resolve into breathtaking spirals, glowing ellipses, and chaotic, glittering clouds. Each one is a galaxy, a universe within a universe, a testament to the sheer scale and beauty of the cosmos. Our own cosmic home is the Milky Way galaxy, a majestic spiral that stretches across hundreds of thousands of light years. If you've ever seen its faint, cloudy band arching across a very dark night sky, you've witnessed just a small part of its breathtaking grandeur. We reside on one of its spiral arms, about 2/3 of the way out from its glowing central bulge. Think of the Milky Way as a colossal, slowly spinning celestial disk, much like a cosmic pinwheel. At its heart lies a supermassive black hole, millions of times the mass of our sun, a silent, powerful anchor around which everything else revolves. Around this central engine, billions of stars, vast clouds of gas and dust, and the elusive dark matter all orbit, moving in a graceful gravitational dance that has continued for billions of years. The stars within a galaxy are not static. They are constantly in motion, orbiting the galactic center, yet maintaining their intricate patterns. Imagine billions of tiny lights, each following its own unique, curving path, yet collectively forming a stable, awe-inspiring structure. It's a delicate balance between the outward centrifugal force of their motion and the inward pull of gravity, orchestrated by the visible and dark matter within the galaxy. This grand scale of galaxies can be deeply calming. It reminds us of our own smallness, not in a diminishing way, but in a liberating one. Our individual worries, our daily concerns, are but tiny whispers in the face of such immense cosmic architecture. There's a profound sense of perspective that can settle upon you, a quiet acceptance that you are a small, precious part of an unimaginably vast and ancient story. Allow your breath to deepen, feeling its slow, steady rhythm. You are part of this grand cosmic ballet, an infinitesimally small yet uniquely aware participant in the dance of galaxies. Galaxies are not isolated islands. They exist in vast cosmic neighborhoods. They often cluster together, forming galaxy groups and even larger galaxy clusters, which can contain thousands of galaxies, all bound together by gravity. Our Milky Way is part of the local group, a small collection of about 50 galaxies, dominated by our galaxy and the magnificent Andromeda Galaxy, our closest large galactic neighbor. Andromeda itself is a vast spiral, even larger than the Milky Way. When you look at it in a dark sky, its faint, fuzzy glow is actually light that began its journey 2.5 million years ago. Imagine that light from another galaxy, traveling for millions of years, just to gently touch your eyes in this moment. It's a testament to the incredible distances involved and the ancient history light carries with it. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of galaxy clusters is their incredible scale. These clusters are often arranged in even larger structures, forming cosmic filaments and voids like a vast three-dimensional web. Galaxies are concentrated along these filaments, which stretch for hundreds of millions of light years, while the spaces between them, the voids, are relatively empty. This cosmic web is the largest known structure in the universe, a magnificent, intricate pattern woven by gravity over billions of years. Imagine yourself floating within this cosmic web, a tiny, silent observer of its immense, luminous strands and its vast, dark spaces. There's a profound beauty in this arrangement, a quiet harmony in the distribution of matter across the universe. It's a reminder that even chaos, given enough time and the subtle influence of gravity, can evolve into breathtaking patterns of order and complexity. This sense of cosmic order, emerging from the initial conditions of the Big Bang, can be deeply comforting. It suggests an underlying coherence to existence, a silent, pervasive intelligence in the way matter organizes itself on the grandest scales. There's nothing truly random, just a vast, intricate dance of physical laws playing out over eons. Galaxies are also constantly evolving. They collide, they merge, they grow. In about 4.5 billion years, our Milky Way galaxy is on a collision course with the Andromeda Galaxy. But don't imagine a violent, destructive crash. Because of the immense distances between individual stars within galaxies, actual stellar collisions will be extremely rare. Instead, the two galaxies will gradually intertwine, their gravitational fields pulling and stretching each other, eventually merging to form a new, larger elliptical galaxy. sometimes referred to as Milkomeda. Imagine two majestic cosmic dancers, slowly approaching each other, beginning a long, intricate embrace. Their arms, the spiral arms, will intertwine. Their cores will slowly merge, and their stars will settle into new orbits within a grander, more spherical structure. It's a slow, beautiful transformation, a cosmic metamorphosis that speaks to the dynamic, ever-changing nature of the universe. This idea of galactic mergers can be deeply soothing. It suggests that even on the grandest scales, change is not about destruction, but about transformation and evolution. Something new and magnificent can emerge from the merging of what was. It's a quiet reassurance that endings are often just beginnings in disguise, leading to new forms, new possibilities. Allow your mind to drift into this vision of cosmic evolution. Feel your own internal landscape shifting, softening, as you contemplate the universe's endless capacity for transformation. The study of galaxies also offers insights into the evolution of stars and the cosmic cycle of matter. Within galaxies, new stars are constantly being born from vast clouds of gas and dust, illuminating their surroundings. These stars live their lives, eventually dying in spectacular explosions or gracefully fading away, returning their constituent elements, the atoms forged in their fiery cores, back into the interstellar medium. This enriched material then becomes the raw ingredients for the next generation of stars, planets, and even life itself. Imagine a grand cosmic recycling plant. Nothing is truly lost. Everything is transformed. The atoms that make up your body, the carbon, the oxygen, the iron in your blood, were all forged in the hearts of ancient stars, billions of years ago, in distant galaxies or in the early Milky Way. They were then scattered across space by supernovae, eventually coalescing into the Sun, Earth, and ultimately, you. This understanding can bring a profound sense of connection and belonging. You are literally made of stardust. You are intimately linked to the cosmic processes that have unfolded for billions of years. Your very existence is a testament to the grand, ongoing story of the universe. There's a deep peace in this realization, a quiet understanding that you are not separate from the cosmos, but an integral, beautiful part of it. Let this thought gently settle within your mind, like soft stardust settling onto a quiet pond. Feel the connection, the ancient lineage that flows through your very being. The vastness of galaxies, their silent dance, their intricate structures, and their profound history all invite us to let go of our immediate concerns and embrace a larger perspective. In this immense cosmic tapestry, our worries can fade into insignificance, replaced by a sense of wonder and profound peace. There is no urgency in the galactic ballet, only an eternal, graceful movement. As your mind continues to quiet, feel your body becoming heavier, softer, gently sinking into a state of deep relaxation. The images of swirling galaxies, of cosmic webs, of merging stellar islands are not meant to stimulate, but to soothe. They are vast, tranquil landscapes for your consciousness to wander through, carrying you further into profound rest. The universe, in its galactic grandeur, is a place of breathtaking beauty, eternal motion, and silent transformation. And in contemplating these immense structures, we find a unique form of peace, a quiet acceptance of the endless wonders that surround us. Let this acceptance guide you now, deeper and deeper, into a tranquil, restorative sleep. We have allowed our minds to gently drift through the cosmic dance of galaxies, understanding them as vast islands of stars. Now, let's narrow our focus from the immense, swirling structures to the individual, luminous heartbeats within them stars. These celestial furnaces are not just distant points of light. They are cosmic alchemists, creators of the elements, and the silent architects of planetary systems, including our own. Imagine yourself on an unimaginably long journey across the vast emptiness between galaxies. You have just left the grand cosmic web behind, and now, ahead of you, begins to appear a faint, scattered glow. As you draw closer, these tiny pinpricks of light resolve into brilliant spheres of fire, each one a sun, unique in its size, color, and life story. This is the realm of stars, the true engines of the universe. Every star begins its life in a vast, cold, dark cloud of gas and dust, often called a molecular cloud or a stellar nursery. Imagine a gigantic ethereal nebula swirling gently in the cosmic void, filled with the raw ingredients for future suns. Within these clouds, tiny gravitational instabilities cause denser regions to slowly, inexorably, begin to collapse under their own weight. Think of it like a whisper in the dark, a tiny concentration of gas, just a bit denser than its surroundings, begins to subtly pull in more gas from its environment. This process is incredibly slow at first, unfolding over hundreds of thousands, or even millions of years. As more gas is pulled inward, the core of this collapsing cloud grows denser and hotter. This forming protostar is still deeply embedded within its dusty veil, hidden from our direct view, but secretly growing in power and potential. As the protostar continues to contract, the pressure and temperature at its very center become immense. Imagine squeezing a vast amount of gas into an incredibly tight space. The atoms within it are forced closer and closer together, colliding with ever-increasing violence. Finally, after millions of years of gentle gravitational collapse, the temperature and pressure at the core reach a critical point about 10 million degrees Celsius. At this point, a momentous event occurs. Nuclear fusion ignites. Hydrogen atoms, under the extreme heat and pressure, begin to fuse together, forming helium atoms and releasing a tremendous burst of energy in the form of light and heat. This is the moment a true star is born. It's like a cosmic match lighting an immense perpetual bonfire that will burn for billions of years. Once fusion begins, a delicate balance is established. The outward pressure from the hot, fusing core perfectly counteracts the inward pull of gravity from the star's enormous mass. This balance is what keeps a star stable, preventing it from either collapsing further or exploding outward. Our sun, a yellow dwarf star, has been in this stable, fusion-powered state for about 4.6 billion years, and it will continue to do so for another 5 billion years. This balance, this quiet equilibrium that sustains a star for eons, can be profoundly soothing to contemplate. It suggests a universe of inherent stability, where powerful forces find their perfect harmony, allowing for long, consistent periods of light and warmth. There's a quiet wisdom in this cosmic dance of pressure and gravity, a silent reassurance that order can arise from immense power. Allow your breath to deepen, feeling its slow, steady rhythm. You are part of this grand cosmic ballet, existing beneath the light of a stable star, a gentle testament to the universe's enduring balance. Stars come in a stunning variety of sizes and colors, each determined by its mass. The smallest stars, red dwarfs, are barely larger than Jupiter, burn their fuel slowly and efficiently, and can live for trillions of years, far longer than the current age of the universe. Imagine a tiny, flickering ember, burning with such incredible patience that it will outlast all the grander, more flamboyant stars. On the other end of the spectrum are the supergiant stars, hundreds or even 1,000 times larger than our sun, burning with such ferocious intensity that they exhaust their fuel in just a few million years. These are the cosmic fireworks, blazing brightly for a brief, glorious period before their spectacular demise. Their immense size and brilliant glow make them visible across vast cosmic distances. The color of a star tells us about its surface temperature. Hotter stars tend to be blue or white, while cooler stars appear yellow, orange, or red. Our Sun, with a surface temperature of about 500 degrees Celsius, appears yellowish white. The variety of stellar hues, painting the night sky with a subtle palette of cosmic light, is a quiet reminder of the universe's endless diversity and beauty. This concept of stellar variety, from the patient, long-lived red dwarfs to the flamboyant, short-lived supergiants, can be deeply calming. It suggests that there are many ways to exist, many paths to follow, each with its own unique beauty and purpose within the grand cosmic narrative. There's no single ideal way to shine, just the endless spectrum of possibilities. Allow your mind to drift into this vision of stellar diversity. Feel its gentle presence all around you, even when your eyes are closed. It's a reminder that the universe is always vibrant, always active, even in its quietest moments, filled with countless unique forms of luminous existence. But perhaps the most profound aspect of stars is their role as cosmic alchemists. The nuclear fusion reactions occurring in their cores are not just about producing light and heat. They are about creating new, heavier elements. In the cores of average stars like our Sun, hydrogen fuses into helium. But in more massive stars, once hydrogen is depleted, fusion continues, forming heavier elements like carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and eventually iron. Imagine the star's core as a colossal, natural forge, silently transforming light elements into the very building blocks of planets, and ultimately, of life. This process is slow, patient, and immensely powerful. The elements that make up your body, the oxygen you breathe, the carbon in your tissues, the iron in your blood, were all forged in the hearts of ancient stars, in fiery furnaces that lived and died billions of years ago. When these massive stars reach the end of their lives, they often explode in spectacular supernovae, scattering these newly forged heavy elements across the cosmos. This cosmic dust, enriched with the ingredients for planets and life, then becomes the raw material for the next generation of stars and solar systems. It's a grand cosmic recycling program where nothing is truly lost, only transformed and repurposed for new creation. This understanding can bring a profound sense of connection and belonging. You are literally made of stardust. Your very existence is a testament to the lives and deaths of countless stars throughout cosmic history. You are not separate from the universe. You are an intimate, precious part of its ongoing, majestic story. There's a deep peace in this realization, a quiet understanding that your life is woven into the very fabric of the cosmos. Let this thought gently settle within your mind, like soft stardust settling onto a quiet pond. Feel the connection, the ancient lineage that flows through your very being. The end of a star's life is as varied and beautiful as its beginning. Smaller stars, like our Sun, will eventually swell into red giants, shed their outer layers to form beautiful, expanding planetary nebulae, and finally shrink into dense, Earth-sized white dwarfs, slowly cooling over trillions of years. Imagine a gentle fading, a quiet transformation into a cosmic gem, softly radiating its remaining warmth. More massive stars, however, end their lives in dramatic, breathtaking ways. After their supernova explosions, their cores can collapse into incredibly dense objects, either rapidly spinning neutron stars, so dense that a teaspoon of their material would weigh billions of tons, or, for the most massive stars, into the ultimate cosmic enigma, black holes, where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. These stellar remnants, from the quiet white dwarfs to the enigmatic black holes, are the silent memorials of stellar lives, the cosmic architecture left behind by immense, luminous power. They continue to influence their surroundings, subtly shaping the interstellar medium, pulling in gas, or quietly dominating their local space. This cycle of stellar birth, life, and death, of creation and transformation, can be profoundly soothing. It reminds us that change is inherent to existence, and that even endings are often just passages to new forms, new possibilities. There's a quiet reassurance in this endless cosmic dance, a gentle understanding that everything is part of a larger, evolving whole. As your mind continues to quiet, feel your body becoming heavier, softer, gently sinking into a state of deep relaxation. The images of brilliant stars, of cosmic nurseries, of supernovas, and of the silent remnants they leave behind are not meant to stimulate, but to soothe. They are vast, tranquil landscapes for your consciousness to wander through, carrying you further into profound rest. The universe, in its stellar grandeur, is a place of breathtaking beauty, eternal energy, and silent alchemy. And in contemplating these luminous hearts of galaxies, we find a unique form of peace, a quiet acceptance of the endless wonders that surround us. Let this acceptance guide you now, deeper and deeper, into a tranquil, restorative sleep. We have traversed the cosmic expanse, from the Big Bang's first breath to the silent alchemy within stars. We've explored the vibrant emptiness of the vacuum, the boundless possibilities of the multiverse, the dynamic fabric of space, and the ancient whispers of light. Now, as our journey through these grand scientific concepts gently nears its close, let's allow our minds to settle upon a profound idea that ties all of these together, offering a sense of deep peace and interconnectedness, the beauty of asking questions. Imagine, for a moment, that you are standing at the edge of a vast, tranquil lake, its surface reflecting the endless sky. The water is still, yet it holds unimaginable depths beneath. You gaze across it, knowing there are mysteries hidden within, unseen currents, life forms unknown. You could simply turn away, content with the surface, or you could lean in, allow your curiosity to awaken, and simply ask, what lies beneath? This is the essence of scientific exploration and, indeed, of human wonder. It is not always about finding the definitive answer, but about the profound, almost sacred act of posing the question itself. Every concept we have touched upon, the origin of time, the nature of emptiness, the existence of other universes, the unseen forces of dark matter and dark energy, the life cycle of stars, began with a question, a whisper of curiosity in the mind of an observer, a gentle what if that blossomed into vast fields of knowledge. Think of a child, endlessly asking why with wide, innocent eyes. This innate curiosity is a fundamental part of our being, a gentle impulse that drives us to explore, to understand, to connect with the world around us. As adults, we sometimes lose this childlike wonder, becoming absorbed in the certainties and demands of daily life. But in this quiet space, we can reclaim it, allowing our minds to become open, receptive, and delightfully inquisitive once more. The beauty of asking questions, especially in science, is that it often reveals more questions, opening up new pathways to explore. Every answer is a new beginning, a fresh horizon to gaze upon. We may have theories about the Big Bang, but then we ask, what was before the Big Bang? We discover dark matter. And then we ask, what is dark matter made of? This endless unfolding, this constant evolution of inquiry, is a testament to the boundless nature of knowledge itself. Allow your breath to deepen, feeling its slow, steady rhythm. Each inhale can be a moment of new inquiry. Each exhale a gentle release of the need for immediate answers. You are a curious explorer in this vast cosmos, silently posing questions and finding peace in the journey of discovery itself. Consider the theories we have discussed: cosmic inflation, many worlds interpretation, string theory, loop quantum gravity. These are not rigid dogmas, but vibrant, living ideas, constantly being tested, refined, and sometimes replaced by newer, deeper questions. The scientific process is a continuous conversation, a gentle, ongoing dialogue with the universe, where humility and open-mindedness are paramount. This acceptance of uncertainty, this comfortable dwelling in the realm of "we don't know for sure yet," can be deeply comforting. It takes away the pressure to have all the answers, allowing your mind to simply float in the vastness of the unknown. There's a profound freedom in this, a release from the rigid demands of certainty, and an embrace of the boundless possibilities that lie beyond our current comprehension. Imagine a soft mist swirling around you. You cannot see clearly into the distance, but you can feel the coolness on your skin, the quiet dampness in the air. You simply walk forward, one gentle step at a time, trusting that the path will reveal itself, moment by moment. Asking questions is like walking in this mist. It's a journey of quiet exploration, trusting the process and appreciating the beauty of the obscured landscape. This gentle pursuit of knowledge, driven by an open-ended curiosity, stands in beautiful contrast to the hurried pace of our modern world. Here, there is no deadline for understanding, no competition to be the first to know. There is only the quiet joy of contemplation, the soft hum of wonder as you allow your mind to ponder the largest, most profound mysteries of existence. The universe, in its very essence, is an invitation to wonder. From the infinite possibilities of the multiverse to the subtle curvature of space-time, from the ancient light of the CMB to the invisible dance of dark matter, every aspect whispers of depths yet to be plumbed, secrets yet to be unveiled, and the act of asking, of simply being curious, connects us deeply to this inherent mystery. Allow your thoughts to soften, your mind to quiet. Feel your body becoming heavier, softer, gently sinking into a state of profound rest. The act of asking questions is not meant to stimulate your mind now, but to soothe it, to give it vast, tranquil landscapes to wander through, carrying you further into profound rest. It's a quiet reminder that the journey of inquiry is as beautiful and peaceful as any destination. In this final chapter of our shared journey through cosmic concepts, let the beauty of questions settle deeply within you. It's a gentle reminder that even when all answers seem distant, the simple act of wondering, of opening your mind to possibility, is a source of immense peace. The universe does not demand that we understand it completely, but only that we remain curious, open, and at peace within its vast, mysterious embrace. And now that we have gone through the vast concepts of the universe, of time, of existence, let your mind completely let go. No need to hold on to any ideas. No need to search for answers. Let all thoughts dissolve like clouds in the night sky. You are in a safe and peaceful place. Feel your breath gently, gently, taking you deeper into a state of absolute relaxation. You don't need to do anything. Everything is okay. Let the silence embrace you, lull you into a deep sleep. This is not medical advice or a substitute for any therapy. This is just a space for your mind to wander, for you to find peace in the vast beauty of science and the universe. Wishing you a good night's sleep and beautiful dreams of the stars.